सर एक अनुज का सवाल है, आपको अभी कौन से सेक्टर अपीलिंग लग रहे हैं फॉर नेक्स्ट 1 to 2 years?
To be honest, that first of all, thank you, Sophie, sir. To be honest, everybody is against IT, right? Because Nasdaq is falling and everything is falling apart. But I keep my positive stance on IT stocks, and now they are I was the one around 40,000 when CNX IT hit 40,000 levels. I was the one who told everybody to just get out, right? And right now the index is trading around 29,000 to 30,000 band. Most of the stocks have corrected some 15 to 20%, and some of the mid caps corrected almost 40 to 50%. I think this is the time to normally you can allocate 20-25% of your portfolio in IT stocks, and the reason is very very simple. The growth will come, and right now the kind of panic I'm seeing in startup universe, a lot of this job shifting mechanism and going for ESOP and all those, and attrition will go down, right? And slowly and gradually the IT companies will come back and their margins will come back. So IT is surely the safe haven, zero debt. Again, the now the valuations are turning reasonable. So IT is the one. Second, pharma index has almost given zero return in last 18 to 20 months. And now some of the pharma companies has corrected some 30 to 50%. And again, most of the pharma companies are debt free, and I feel they have also corrected 30 to 50%. So these are the two sectors where if you have a time frame of 1 to 2 years, you can surely look into, because if you are worried about inflation and high interest rate scenario, so you should go for a company where the debt is less or either zero. So these are the two sectors where I am currently investing my money, and already invested in those companies. 3-4 days back I am fully invested from 16,400 levels, and I don't have fresh money to invest. But I feel over the period of time, if Nifty remains here for next 3 to 5 months, that is my wish. I'll be getting a lot of inflows, and I'll be investing those money into the stock market. There's no second place for me to invest in any instrument, right? So right now equity is so undervalued for me on 2 years basis, and if I can surely thump the table at 15,800 and can tell you with my all the data and experience. I know everybody says this time it is different. This time the market is have to deal with inflation, and this is 7.5 and all, right? I have seen the much higher inflation in India. I have seen the inflation of 11.5% during UPA 2, when growth and everything is scam and everything was going on, right? And growth was like not available, right? At that point of time, market did nothing. It just went sideways, right? So the downside risk, I'll give you one interesting data here. So let me give you the data. In 2010, if I'm not wrong, Nifty made a high of 61, 62,000, 6,100, 6,200. And after that, it came down to 4,500 in 2011. So 20-25% kind of a correction, when the inflation was 11% in India. And then it again gone to some 6,000 in 2012, came back. My neck out, though it is not required. The downside risk for this market is 5%, and the upside risk is 40-50%. The market may surprise everybody, and then on the hindsight we'll again say, oh, it was a great buying opportunity, but I didn't have the courage to buy it, right? So I have so many examples from the past, and I think This time it is not different. It is giving you the opportunity to get your asset allocation right. If you are 80-85% in fixed income or other securities, and you are only having 20% in terms of equity allocation, this is the right time to at least go up to 50%. So two sectors, and these are the view on the markets on the basis of the past inflation and everything. I have gone through 30 years of data, and I don't see another, not more than 5 to 7% kind of a correction from here on. So this is my limited take. Yeah.
Sure, sir. Thank you. The next question है RBI is planning more aggressive rate hikes from June.
Okay.
How this will affect the
So
market?
it's almost priced in, right? The way Mr. Das came on that day and hiked the rate, it was quite obvious, right? He's gonna hike at least 75 basis point in next two policy meets. So in June, I'm expecting 35 basis point. So it will make 75, and then maybe another 50 basis points in coming policies. So it is almost priced in. There is no, the market is right now watching US. The moment the inflation in US start coming down, you'll see market rallying big time, and the May inflation for USA will be seriously down. Take my words. I'll do the space on that day. I think the data will come on 10th May, and you'll watch that print, right? The intelligent people will start pricing that print well before the event. This is my experience of last 17-18 years. With all the anecdote, I can tell you, market will start pricing that inflation number well before anybody imagination. Maybe it could be tomorrow itself, right? And the second, the bond yields in USA are just going down, right? You can go and check the data. They are down by from the recent peak, right? So there is a clear cut sign that the market is almost near the bottom, right? I cannot, this time it is different. Every time I told you, and you have to act, right? And you have to act fast, because this time the market will not give you any chance to act.
No more questions, sir.
Why I'm so confident with this view? Because I can see extreme bearishness among people, right? People are so bearish and afraid. I cannot imagine, right? The biggest bull on India, they are not feeling comfortable, right? And market will, my wish is market should remain here for next couple of months, so you form a durable base. But normally when the sentiments reach to such level where nobody is feeling bullish, market will not stop here. It should go higher.
No, I have some